My name is Ambassador Lemashira. I'm Director General in charge of bilateral and political affairs here at the Ministry headquarters. There are three reasons for us to have opened the embassy in Jakarta. Number one is to inspire our relationship with Indonesia. Since the pre-independence period, Indonesia has been a close partner of Africa. The Bandung Declaration of 1955 laid the strong foundation for the Asia-Africa partnership and also inspired the South and South-South cooperation as well as the non-aligned movement. So one is to recognize the significance of that history of Indonesia's contribution to the independence of many African countries. And secondly, Indonesia opened its own mission here. Has been here for a couple of years, and they remain one of our closest partners in the multilateral system. We share very common positions in global issues, not the least climate change, the need for the global South to have a voice in the international system, but also to bring the factors to now is that Kenya is looking for opportunity to increase our diplomatic footprints, to enhance our trade cooperation with the rest of the countries around the world, and also to open avenues for investments here in Kenya. So we believe that Indonesia is a good partner, and we are very glad to have established our embassy in Jakarta. I'm particularly proud to look at it 20 years down the line when I was an officer, a junior officer covering Indonesia from Malaysia, and to be very glad that the embassy is in place now. The visit was very successful, that our Cabinet Secretary, Ambassador Rachel Omamo, visited Indonesia in March this year. And in addition to opening the new embassy, we had an opportunity to fast-track our relations cooperation with Indonesia. We signed 6 MOUs cutting across different areas. We're very proud that we have now formalized our bilateral consultations, which is a framework for the two ministries to meet regularly and to discuss the relations between the two countries. We also have a cooperation between the chambers of commerce and industries. Of course, you know the private sector drive the trade and investment arm of diplomacy. We also have signed an agreement between one of our main universities, University of Nairobi, and an Indonesian university, which will give us an opportunity for exchange of training and education in high areas. And we have also, of course, got an MOU in the cooperation between the news agencies of the two countries that will help us to share the information and news so that between people relations can be enhanced. A good understanding between the people of the two countries will inspire the relationship. But one of the other critical areas why the visit was important is that it laid a foundation for a commitment to fast-track implementation of bilateral frameworks. Now, we are looking forward to having our third bilateral consultations in 2023. But ahead of that, we must implement what we have agreed on. The framework also lays a foundation for us to discuss agreement in other areas. And critical on it is, of course, trade and investment. We are looking at ways to make the cost of doing business between the two countries cheaper. So the visit by Ambassador Omamo was very, very essential. And it definitely follows from the first meeting we had in December 2019, which actually was a very, very important stage in our relationship as well. We see Indonesia as important in our foreign policy on 3 levels. Number one, and I've just mentioned that we have a strong bilateral framework. We need to strengthen that bilateral framework between us and Indonesia. Indonesia is also a key leader of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN. We are a critical leader, a member of the East African community. We are looking at how we can pull the two regions together. They are linked by the Indian Ocean, which is what we call the theater of the global businesses. So we are saying that ASEAN and EAC should pull together. We should explore and encourage our business communities between our region and the ASEAN region to do business. So that's the second level. But my other hope for our relations with Indonesia is our strategic partnership at the multilateral system is strengthened. Indonesia strongly supported us for the UN Security Council membership. when Kenya sought the non-permanent seat of the UN Security Council, Indonesia was very strong in our support. We are looking at our cooperation with Indonesia in multilateralism, peace and security, the challenges that we brought by international terrorism, piracy, and of course the menace of global change. So we are looking at relations with Indonesia from a bilateral, inter-regional framework, but also from a global perspective to have a more stronger multilateral system. All right. It gives me great pleasure and honor on behalf of Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Rachel Omamo and Principal Secretary Ambassador Macharia Kamau to issue this congratulatory message to the Republic of Indonesia. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, we congratulate His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Henry Saripudin, the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia, and the Indonesians living in Kenya on the occasion of the 77th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Indonesia. Kenya values the strong, warm relations with Indonesia, and we look forward to continue working closely with the Ambassador and his team in Nairobi to fast-track the implementation of the agreed outcome of the second bilateral consultations held early this year. We also seize this opportunity to wish the government and the people of Indonesia a happy and joyous Independence Day.